Tonight, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. City Chiefs taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left.
Hurts fumbles it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Hurts. is going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that is no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores, but he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up in empty possession.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular.
And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
56 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short, 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. They'll drop to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past the pick.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reach.
And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones, his second sack of the night.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He got a touchdown pass in this first half, but he's also been intercepted twice. So he'll be looking to be a bit more careful with the ball here as they start on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes going to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7-7, our score after 1. Mahomes now on 1st down.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun, and that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. 39 yards there, a big one. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Juju Smith-Schuster
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
And that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts. You really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Finding Kelsey. What a catch there.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and a yard, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys are able to extend their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. Pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Hurts fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
To the goal line. But it's
now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
7 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PHI. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch party for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Forced out to his left. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
61 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mahomes takes it himself, and he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And that'll be good for a KC first down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Three yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Hard throw, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes
Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there to take this to about the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increase their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Looking to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in the league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll set up to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Now a handoff running through the middle.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble in 2nd down.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Hurts. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half, so far, good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
Exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd down and 12. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Past the 20. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. A 10-play drive that time.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the...
34.
Kansas City and Juju Smith-Schuster running out for another series.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Penny.
Kelsey, a nice catch. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now back to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Back to throw here.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw again. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Back to throw again. This is caught. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, he'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. And they will take a knee here. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season.